What up, guys? It's Chris. Today we're working in a black box theater with the Grand MA3 Command Wing, and I wanted to talk about lighting systems. Now that the work lights are on, I can give you guys a quick rundown of the lighting rig. So we can see we have 12 color source, ETC color source spots on stage right. Those are going to be our stage right ladders. That's why they're in red. If we come across to this other side, we can see an additional 12 ETC color sources on the stage left side. They're in lav. If we look up top right here, we can see that there's a couple ETC color source pars. Those are in blue-green. Everything's just in a different color right now to show you the different systems that we have going on. And just so you know, these are the deep blue versions of the pars. And then upstage of that, we have two elation fuse washes. Those are in blue. Those are kind of working to be our diagonal backlight. And then if we turn all the way around front here, screaming white, we can see more ETC color source spots that are our front light wash. Now that the work lights are back off, let's take a look at these systems individually. This is just the stage right ladders. You can see that it evenly washes the stage, starting kind of from the quarter mark here on stage right, and it carries through all the way stage left. This might be a little easier for you to see the ladders on this side here. This again is doing the same thing. It'll start from about quarter on stage left and work all the way stage right. We talked about the top fixture. That'll be a 26 degree. Top 26 degree is going to do our far shot. The middle 36 degree, that's going to do our center shot, our medium shot. And then the bottom fixture is a 50 degree barrel, and that's going to do our close shot there. We do have a couple layers of front light. We have 3 different electrics with 5 ETC color source spots on them each, and you can see that it kind of gives a nice even wash the whole width of the whole depth of the stage. Excuse me. This would be our most front of house downstage wash, mid stage, and then upstage wash from there. The downlight is pretty simple. That is just 15 ETC color source pars that are the deep blue. Again, there's just 3 rows of 5 that kind of work our way downstage to upstage. And if we zoom this out a little bit, we can see that our 2 fuse washes back there are kind of providing a nice diagonal backlight for the actors that are up on the platform there. So those should be the 4 kind of basic systems of light: front light, side light, down light, and backlight. Let's take a look at what these systems of light do to an actor individually, and then let's take a look at how kind of these systems can work together to create a nice sculpted look. You can see me modeling here for you guys the different systems of light, how it hits me, how it's going to affect my shadows and all that stuff. So I'm standing kind of center on stage here, and we can see that the first system that is hitting me is the flat front light. At first it should be hitting me in open white, and then we're going to go ahead and fade to kind of a nice blue. After that, we'll go ahead and bring up the downlight, all the ETC color source pars, and then we'll go ahead and fade that into a really nice deep blue. After that, we'll go ahead and turn on the stage right ladders in open white, and then again, we're going to go ahead and fade to the blue. Coming up next should be the stage left ladders in open white, and you guessed it, one more time, fading to blue. The last system of light is going to be our fuse washes. This is kind of going to be our diagonal backlight. You can see a nice halo on my shoulders there. That's kind of the desired look. And one more time to blue. This last cue here is kind of my attempt at a balanced cue. Of course, the blue in this looks horrible. So take this all with a grain of salt, but in person this looked a lot better. The front light was just at about 30%, and everything else was a little warmer from there. But you can see that I have the fuse washes at kind of like a white amber, the PARs at a very deep blue, and then the side light at maybe 60% and kind of like a light amber there. So now that we've seen a few examples of lighting systems and kind of how they work and how they work together, let's build a cue together to kind of see how to make the most balanced, nice lighting cue, if you will. So we can call this method the back to front, or we can call it the don't use too much front light option. So we'll start off with something simple. We'll go ahead and bring up our downlight at full for now. We'll go ahead and kind of make a nice Congo blue. These bars kind of suck for that, but let's call that a Congo blue. And then we'll go ahead and bring up our ladders again at full. We'll go ahead and kind of make an ambery color per se, and then we'll wheel that down a bit. Wheel the intensity of that down a bit. We'll go ahead and grab our fuse washes, aka our backlight. Bring that to full. And let's go ahead and keep that pretty close to bright white. But again, we'll bring the intensity down a bit. And now we can see our cue is looking pretty good without even bringing any front light in yet. So now let's go ahead and maybe add it at 30%. And now we can just, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Now we can just see a little bit of glow on the downstage edge there. And that should just give enough kind of warmth and light on the face where we can see our actors, where we can see the words that they're saying, but it's not overpowering flat front light. So that's it for today's video. It's kind of a quick one, but again, I think the systems of lighting are important, and knowing how to build a system, how to use the system, and then kind of how to balance cues and everything like that. So hopefully this video helped you guys out, and yeah.